Act like it. This is the key insight of this video, and I have some enthusiasm behind this message here, so listen up. You want to be a surgeon? You want to be a big YouTuber? You want to be a life coach? You want to be an artist? What the hell do you want to be? Whatever it is that is your dream, start acting like it. Start focusing. Start becoming the professional that you want to become. Start becoming the individual that you came here to be. If you seriously want, for example, to be a life coach, then you better start acting like you want to become that. You got to be, for example, become that individual that is just consuming all this content naturally. You're looking for opportunities to practice life coaching naturally. I remember Wes Watson saying something similar around this, where you should be just naturally inclined to completely soak your entire paradigm in the thing that you're interested in. Soak yourself into that whole entire ocean that you want to be involved with. If you're having trouble reading books around the topics, even especially the very technical things, if you're having trouble absorbing this kind of information, if you're having trouble putting absolutely massive amounts of effort into projects that are going to help you learn and are they going to help you grow and eventually create a career for yourself, if you're having trouble finding the energy for that stuff, you got to really reevaluate whether you actually want that or not. And if you really do want it, what is stopping you from fully sinking into that fully fueled paradigm of just being intense about everything that you're become? What is stopping you from being so intense into that paradigm such that you become the expert that you want to become? Just through your curiosity alone and just by looking things up willy-nilly on the internet, you should be your local expert for all the people around you that don't already do that. How many books have you read on the topic? How much have you rewritten these ideas for yourself? How much have you done your own personal projects around the craft that you want to become a master in? Have you even made the decision in yourself? Like really actually genuinely made that decision that this is my one thing, I'm going to be the best in it. So that's the thing, right? A lot of times we will not even allow ourselves to make this big decision, because then that sets us up for, well, are we succeeding or are we failing? And we're so scared of that failure when we don't realize that we need to take on that courageous path of failing again and again on the way, such that we can actually make a journey towards success. You need to be absolutely lit on fire in your mind with just how much energy and vigor you have for who you want to become. You need to be able to give up vices, give up addictions, and silo your life in order to create the time to actually cultivate the mastery that you want to become the individual that you came here to be. If you really want to be a doctor, fucking get up at the same time, early as fuck in the morning, and get after it. Get up and act. Get up and focus. Nobody else is gonna make you, is gonna micromanage you in all these little moments in life. It's all up to you. And it's not a focus problem. It's not an energy problem, usually. It's usually a matter of morale. It's a matter of will. It's a matter of intention. And this intention can be cultivated. You have to understand that this is something that is completely cultivated within. And, at first, the intention could just be, I just want to become a hyper-motivated individual around this. The tension could be, I want to build a massive amount of momentum around the motivation. Something like that, simple as that. And then you can start to make mind maps and like, hey, well, how can I design my environment and everything I look at and how I even dress and how I even think and how I even allow myself to speak and how I allow myself to act in front of myself and also to other people. You know, what character do I have to play until I become it? How can I completely make an entire bubble of a paradigm and a mastermind group such that I am just concentrating on this one thing to the point where I'm going to for sure become that person without a shadow of a doubt? Are you that serious with your ambitions? Because if you're not, then how could you expect to actually ignite that fire within you such that you can fully live out your life purpose? You see, in life, that life purpose starts out as a little tiny spark, a little ember that you have to protect. You have to hold on tight into your hands such that it does not get extinguished in the sea of shit around you, because reality is competing for your attention at all times. You have to understand this. Reality is going to rip your dreams apart completely if you do not protect it every single day and in every single moment. Just through simple distraction, you're going to have your ember be extinguished. And unless you're serious about stoking that flame into a massive bonfire that nobody can miss, a bonfire you can see from space, unless you're that serious, you're not going to really make it. And seriously, why would you live your life in such a way that you half-assed it for, let's say, 30 years, and maybe after 30 years you got there, and then like, okay, well, what about those other guys that did it in 5 years because they were just completely set on fire? It was life or death. It's either this or I'm fucking killing myself. That kind of level. It's like I cannot live with myself if I am not completely pursuing this one thing at all times. That's the amount of vigor that is required, the amount of enthusiasm that is required if you want to become world class at anything at all. If you really want to become someone remarkable, someone to really be iconoclastic, to become a leader for the people, you have to, by definition, be an outlier. Don't you want to be an outlier? Because if you don't, get the fuck out of here. This video is only for individuals that really want to make their passion work for themselves. And for you, my message is, why the fuck aren't you fully engaged yet? Why do you disrespect yourself so much that you cannot give yourself permission to be fully engaged with your craft in every possible way that you can manage? Of course, survival is going to get in the way, but that is the whole game here. Not everybody is given an easy scenario where they just have completely empty schedules to work on their passion. They have to work for years just so they can save up enough, just so that they can take time off if they want to create that kind of empty schedule, just so they can work on their passion. Not just to have vacation, but so they can work completely on their passion. What's holding you back right now? Is it lack of clarity? Do you not really know exactly what your life purpose is? Do you want to know? Do you even think that it's a possibility for yourself to really actually hone in on this small piece of reality and say, yes, that's mine. I'm mastering it. I'm going to become the physical embodiment of this, and the world is going to see me as this. When you were younger, have you ever made a decision to yourself, almost like a promise to yourself that, you know what, no matter what I do, I want to do it the best, because that is the best respect I can give for myself? What is that for you? I need you to really start to be serious about your life. Because the thing is that you don't know how long you're going to live. You know, we can all have this fantasy in our minds that we're going to live 80 plus years. But after 50, 60, 65, your cognitive capacity is going to diminish. Your physical energy is going to go down. You might be unlucky and get diagnosed with a disease that's terminal. You might get some sort of disease that just massively impacts all of your life, where you can't even enjoy life in general. How do you even know you're going to live past 50? And also, why would you put back living your best life now all the way up to age 50, 60, 70? What if you were fully aligned with your purpose? Let's say you're in your mid-20s right now. What if you're fully fucking aligned with massive fucking momentum by your 30s? And what if by age 50 you have done absolutely everything you want in life, and you have really made some serious fucking impact in this world, such that everything after 50 is bonus? What if you thought like that? What if you put that kind of time constraint on your own ability to actually get some fucking action in and to be really serious about creating the life that you want? It's up to you. It's a decision you have to make today, and it's a decision you have to make tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and every single moment of your life. So, are you going to make that decision to be serious, to be focused, and to act, and to get up? To get into those routines no matter what, because when it sucks, it means more. When it sucks, it means more because you're suffering towards an ideal. Not many people are going to suffer towards an ideal. People don't like suffering intentionally in general. That's why when we suffer for our ideals, that's why it means so much more, because then the identity is hard won. We form our identities in the difficult times. We really get introduced to ourselves during adversity, and especially during self-inflicted adversity. So who are you going to become? Are you going to become that doctor, that surgeon, that life coach, that artist, that YouTuber, that creator, that therapist? Are you going to get that body you want, get the money you want, get the relationships you want, get the personal development you want, get the enlightenment you want, all the awakening? What the fuck do you want? And show it through your action. Show your seriousness through your action. This is not a rehearsal. You have one life. Make sure you do yourself right. Respect yourself. Focus, act, be serious, and tackle every day with that vigor, with that enthusiasm, such that when you embody that kind of attitude, that kind of morale in every single day of your life, you'll get to where you want to go in no time at all. But embrace the process, because that's what it's all about. Otherwise, it wouldn't even be valuable. So with that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.